And uh, it's June 5th, I think, Tuesday, the beginning of June. Uh, for all you people that don't know, I met God last year in person, and He handed me the light of God. I went online, and all my friends got to meet Him too. You know, I say friends, just people that I knew from around the world uh, that got to meet God too that night. And they're all moving out the way of the war too. Armageddon is here. God said the whole heaven dear, and we do get sneak attacked by North Korea. I think this year, you know, I think so. God said He's going to do it out the blue. God said He doesn't know what cities are going to get hit because He cannot predict evil. We're just going to be knocking down missiles, and some of them are going to get through when He lays waste to our fleet. God said He walks like dominoes, missiles out to our fleet. God said there are no secrets. He knows everything. He buys satellite time from the Russians and from China. He knows everything that we know. And God said He's got 21,000 missile launchers that are on, that many, that are on trucks. And He simply just launches dummy missiles up into the air, stage 1 missiles that go all the way up to the atmosphere. There's nothing in them. He starts launching from them with real missiles, and we can't knock all of them down. And when He hits our fleet and lays waste to our fleet, the missiles start getting through, and they land everywhere in America, all over the cities. He's got them aimed at all the cities. Move out the cities. Getty's here. God told me everything. God told me there are no secrets. North Korea knows everything. God told me everything. Once again, I met God last year. He handed me the light of God. Move out the cities. Armageddon is here. Pack your bags, people, and move. Getty's here. Quit your job. Fuck your job. There's not going to be no job or gas anyway. And you're going to be stuck in a city. If a nuclear bomb goes off and a city, 4 or 5 cities next to you, that's it. You're still not going to get nothing because most cities have everything hauled into them on 18-wheelers. You need to move out into the countryside, and you need to start hunting and fishing and doing like I'm doing and get off the grid and not rely on government anything the way it's going now. You understand? Move out the cities. The grid will come back on. We will start getting checks again. We will start getting mail again. It's slowly, it's going to come back on. It's going to take a year, I figure, for every state, no matter what state you're in, to get back, things back. You're going to have to divert the roads, the interstates around the cities that got nuked. They're going to have blocks up, barricades, with little mini forts there, with soldiers that patrol the grid. It's probably going to be 150 miles out from every city. They're going to put a fence up, and they're going to encircle the city with a big fence, so people can't come in and out of it and die. People are going to want to go into the cities, back to their homes, or back to where their relatives was, to see if they're alive, knowing that they're dead, and God said they're going to die just from that. God said because people are going to be in shock and panic, and people are going to be afraid. God told me to tell everyone it is not the end. It is the beginning of heaven on earth. We clean the place up. In 1,000 years, it's heaven on earth. We realize our evil hand. We ban nuclear missiles and nuclear power plants right after the war. The war is going to be really bad, God said, for 5, 7 to 10 years. He said the first 5 years are the hardest. And then there's 3 years, and then 10 years. The war lasts about 10 years. And it's really, really, really bad. It's a really bad war. It's the worst ever seen here on earth. 200 million men, women, and children march. I believe they dropped the age of the draft to 16. I know they're going to do it around the world, and they're probably going to have to do it here too. So, yeah, your little 16-year-old boy and daughter will be going off to war. And they get all the things that war gives them. Nobody wants to hear about war here. When I talk about war, But it's the weird thing. It's so freaking weird. I was at church last week, and they don't want to hear about Armageddon coming up war, but they're celebrating the past war, World War II. They have photos out and everything, and they're celebrating soldiers from World War II. I'm like, what is wrong with you people? God said they're all... You're running around saying, you know, all this stuff about the last war. I'm telling you, this war is here, but you don't want to hear nothing about it. We do get sneak attacked by North Korea. I believe it happens this year. God said the whole heaven deer and move out the cities. I have been moved out the city for a few months now. I just met God last year in August. I was bedridden for over a month because it's a lot when God hands you the light and the light of God. God had to keep putting me to sleep because it was just too much. It was just too much information. And he had the first month into the second month. And then I got rid of all my city. God said to move anywhere. It does not matter where you move, as long as you move out of the city. God said the leader of North Korea has 18 nuclear missiles aimed at New York City alone, and has 8 aimed at Washington, D.C., and has 3 aimed at not have 65 nuclear missiles, which is bad enough. He's got over 100. He got 40 more nuclear missiles than we think he's got. God said he bought them all from the Russians, and God said he's been dealing drugs for the Chinese for years. When China wanted to open up to the West 25 years ago, they went to his father, and they started setting up drug labs to make chemical drugs to sell. God said ships leave the harbor still full of the little baggies with the chemical marijuana in it, the chemical cocaine, the chemical methamphetamine, and the new shit that's on the market. Korean dust is what it's called. That is the stuff we get attacked with, times a million. His scientists figured out a way, God said, to make it stick, where one snowflake, we get attacked in missiles, and it's in the missiles like snowflakes. One snowflake can make 100 people go insane. God said it goes from one end of the country to the other like dust in the wind. God told me to stay inside for a week when the war starts, that the chemicals will blow from one end of America to the other. And you walk on it and it sticks to your boot, and you go inside and you clean your boot off. God said one snowflake can make 100 people go insane, and there is no cure. You slowly die from infection from it. And God said they invented a way where you can cover someone in snowflakes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much gets in your body or how little. You pop and go insane. God said it sticks all your glands on wide open. God said love and light is trapped inside of a demon, is what God told me. Armageddon's here, people, is what God told me. You can email me at swagadelic5050@icloud.com, and I'll send you my books that I wrote. I asked God if I could write books about it. I wrote a whole bunch of books about it. I wrote books about the president and about Kim. I mailed my books to the president. I got back a letter saying thank you for my gift that I give them. And God told me the president will hear my books because his wife reads to him every night what comes from the people. He just said, I'm about 2 months behind. That's how many letters and things are in front of me that she reads to him every night for an hour. God said in bed, she reads to him, and she takes it very seriously, the voice of the people to be heard. And God said the president is a really, really good man. I thought he was a rich playboy wannabe play president, but he's not. God said he is madly in love with this country like you are with a woman. And God said his heart cracks when he finds out the first missile hit American soil and breaks. And his heart gets broken like a woman breaks your heart. And God said the president is a really great man, and he is going to rebuild this country. God said there'll be no such thing as Walmart and all that from the day the war starts. Everything will revert back the way it used to be. Your neighbor on the block you live on, they'll have a store, they'll have a clothing store, They have all kind of stores, a place that washes clothes, and your neighbors will do it out and become a family again, the way it should be. That's what God told me. God told me everything. Move out the cities. Swagadelic beaming out.